So just about set now. Stepping in, Cedric Mullins. And the pitch.
Tonight for Baltimore, the center fielder.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Racing, makes the catch. Quick out the ball. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup, and they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, and I just remember as a player, when you're going up against a club like this, it keeps you on your toes all game long because you got to make plays for your pitcher on the defense. And so an offense like that can really put some pressure on that defense. So they can swing the bats, put it in play, but I also think if they run the bases hard, it adds another element to their game.
You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some guys in your lineup that make contact. Next offering is fouled back. Strike 2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Two now. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Down 2 away.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Trey Mancini at the plate now. Looks at one down below the zone. Next offering is fouled back. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Story sends it over to first, and that'll do it. Back here in Boston, showing the slab in today's game, Dean Kremer.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one misses in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time, and the drop third strike leads to the first out. Here's Alex Verdugo.
The right fielder, Alex Verdugo.
That one's in there, 0-1. The next offering misses. Ball 1. On the ground, right side. And Verdugo is set down. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup, put together by manager Alex Cora. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Next offering is downstairs. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
Both you and I know how much attention to detail that J.D. Martinez pays. Kind of makes me think of Albert Pujols.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Red Sox go down quietly. We played
Let's go, let's go.
No score. Back here in Boston, 2nd inning set to go. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman.
The catcher, number 36.
That hits the dirt, and that is ball 1. In the air, left field. Martinez gets under it, and there's 1 down. And now it's Austin Hayes.
The left fielder, Austin Hayes.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Next pitch is downstairs. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some Boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
That one ripped left field. Back there. Banks off the wall. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Come on.
Not even close there. And that's ball 1. 2nd inning here, no score. The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch upstairs. Next offering misses. 2-2. At the belt and fires. Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Right-hander kicks, deals. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Rougned Odor now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And the 0-1. And strike 2.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
No score here in the 2nd. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And the Orioles lead 1. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Now it's Devers at the plate.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the 3rd baseman,
The pitch.
Rafael Devers.
Inside corner for a strike. 0-1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
And a 1-1. And a foul ball. Next offering is in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Next one misses, and it's 3-2. And Devers hits that one. Mullins moving under it. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Here we go.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
First pitch, not close. 0-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd. Next offering down in the dirt.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
And that one fouled off. Out to short. Mateo handles. To first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. So 2 down now, and here is Bobby Dahlbeck. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. In there for strike 1.
That's excellent location of the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Next pitch is outside, and it's 1-1. Going to count 1-2. That one down the line. Whips it to Mountcastle, and that is the inning. For Boston, we'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at the ballpark, Jorge Mateo now. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Verdugo makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. And into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins.
Cedric Mullins.
And the first offering is not close. Next one in the dirt. Top of the 3rd, no score. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. And the 3-0 finds the zone.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And he walked him.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Number 6, Ryan Mountcastle.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if he can steal the bat?
That one drilled left field. It bangs off the wall. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Save!
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock.
Let's go, let's go.
Anthony Santander at the plate. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Yo, 1. Check swing. He went. That is strike 2. Next pitch is popped up. Devers puts the squeeze on that one, and there are 2 outs. Trey Mancini now.
Trey Mancini.
First offering, and it just misses. Mountcastle stands at second with 2 gone.
Hello.
Okay. So, things got a little bit crazy, but I'm here.
Everything okay?
I guess so, kind of. I don't know. So, if I knew I would give you the definitive answer. I just don't completely know. So,
Okay.
I liked Brock's return. That was pretty cool.
Well, like I said, I don't know if you saw a comment I made on Twitter. That to me is, okay, we were going to do Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Can't do that now, so in case of emergency, break glass and call Brock.
Yeah. Honestly, I missed Brock, so, you know. I love that last run he had.
Oh, I did too. But I will say this, like it it makes zero sense. He loses to Brock at WrestleMania, has not been around since, or he loses the Roman at WrestleMania, hasn't been around since, and all of a sudden he thinks he can just walk in and say, "Okay, I'm going to challenge you again." Like it, it really kind of shits on everybody else in the company in a way.
Well, that's a given, but you know.
Well, I mean, from that aspect, it sucks.
Well, I mean, there again, you know, other companies are having trouble with a bunch of people being injured too. So,
Yeah.
and, you know, AEW has like what, two or three other big guys that are out.
Daniel Bryant, CM Punk.
Yeah,
CM Punk had to basically do a Daniel Bryant. Wins the title and then has to forfeit it because of injury.
yeah. I mean, right there, those two being injured has to be partially killing AEW because it's like those are two of their biggest draws.
But I love the fact that Vince basically said nothing.
That was kind of just hilarious and stupid at the same time.
You know what that was? That was him basically, you know, you're not going to stop me from running my company.
Yeah, like I said, what if Steph fires him though? Because since he's not the CEO, technically she
Well,
could.
not really. He's still the main shareholder and he's still the chairman of the company.
No, he's not chairman. She is. That's the thing. He's not chairman he's not chairman and he's not CEO. All he is head of creative right now.
I'm
And
just
shareholder.
I'm
Major
just
shareholder.
surprised that nothing has happened. Like they haven't put Johnny Ace on administrative leave or anything yet.
Well, I would keep an eye on it because depending on how things are going with the behind the scenes calls from shareholders and stuff, Stephanie might end up having to do damage control and get rid of Johnny Ace
Yeah.
and basically get rid of her dad and be like, look, you're still gonna own the company, you're still gonna make lots of money, you're just not gonna be involved anymore.
Well, first thing I would, if it was me, the first thing I would do is get rid of Nick Khan.
No, yeah, but you can't really say that he hasn't done his job.
Well, yeah, his job was to balance, you know, make the company more profitable,
And
balance the
they
sheet.
had record profits last year, so
Yeah, but it just sucks that in order to quote unquote balance the sheet, a lot, what I understand, at least 90 to 95% of the releases over the last couple of years have been at his recommendation.
right.
Everybody was jokingly saying that he was trying to devalue the company so The Rock could come in and buy it cheap.
I would be interested to know what WWE's stock has been trading at over the last week with the news ebb and flow
I haven't looked.
for the last couple weeks. You know what I mean?
Ooh. So no Amish all weekend.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he told me he was going away for the weekend, which I
Oh
told him
yeah, that's right. Yeah, he said he was going or the thing on Twitter he said about his aunt or something. I don't know if that factors into it or not, but
I'm gonna go through Breaking Bad withdrawal.
yeah. Let's see. 5 day. the 5-day stocks should tell you a story. Oh wow, jeez, oh. What happened in mid-June for WWE? Oh well, no, this is mid-June. My bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, so their stock plummeted. On Thursday, they were trading at 65.21. It dropped down to 62.23. Back on the 15th, they were at 68. I mean, that don't sound like a plummet because it's only like a couple bucks, but when you've had a mostly consistent number and you jumped up and then you were at a consistent higher and then you drop off, that's, it's not good.
Yeah. I fully expect AEW to take shots at the company for this. About this.
Yeah. When did WWE go public? Back in '99?
I want to say somewhere between 99 and 2001.
Because the earliest data I see is October 22nd, 1999. They were trading at $24 back then. So they're still up over original, but their peak.
When did WWE go public?
October 19th, 1999.
Yep, October 19th, 1999.
Yeah. So, if I asked you over the last 5 years, when was WWE the best? What would your answer be?
From a stock
Well,
standpoint?
just like guessing on like how the product was and everything. Just take a guess, like what the best stock price would have been.
I have no idea.
Over the last 5 years. So that's anywhere from June of 2017 to now.
Well, it had to be pre-pandemic. I would say probably 2018.
Yeah, that's one of them. So, it's actually September of 2018, September 28th of 2018, they were at 96.73. And then their other peak, April 18th, 2019, they were at 96.71. If I was a single stock kind of guy, I would put in a buy order for WWE stock at like $35. If I had like money to play with for that kind of thing, and I was a single stock guy, I would put in a buy order at 35 right now. Because if it ever drops to that from the freaking 62 it's at right now, you know it's gonna rebound back up.
And I saw another comment somebody made. They said Disney's licking its chops when they in about 6 months they buy WWE for pennies on a dollar because of all this.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Never say never. I mean, WCW was profitable, and then 4 months later they were dumping up property in WWE. Thank you. Thank you, AOL Time Warner.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Ted decided he wanted out of the wrestling business, so...
Well, Ted wasn't in control at that point. Ted lost, from what I understand of the history of WCW, Ted lost control of the company in about late 1998.
Oh, yeah?
Because remember, he sold...
When it started going to crap.
Yeah, because remember, he sold Time Warner to AOL.
Ah.
When they merged.
That's right.
He lost control of the company when they merged.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. So you can literally blame the downfall of WCW on AOL. That's hilarious. I didn't even realize that.
And then when Bischoff thought he had the deal, he had, it was contingent on a Wednesday night time slot, ironically, on TNT, but at that time, AOL Time Warner pulled out, which is ironic since AEW is now on a Wednesday night time slot on.
Right. You know what? I predict the WWE stock's going to fall to about 50, 49, 50 over the next couple weeks. That's my prediction. You go over the next
The funniest rumor that I've heard that I don't believe is that Stephanie blew the whistle on her father herself to get control of the company.
I don't believe that.
Like, that's what they said. That my buddy claims he's like, I'm telling you, that's why she stepped away, because she blew the whistle.
Well, oh, you know what? That... I did forget about her stepping away.
And it's only been about a month since a little over a month since she stepped away.
I wonder if she stepped away to investigate.
No, she's not on the investigation committee, because she wouldn't be able to be the interim CEO if that was the case.
I know this, but as a board member, which she was before this, you can investigate whatever you want to investigate without being on a committee for it. You see what I'm saying? Like, there might have been a whisper or a rumor or something that gained more traction than most, and she might have said, you know what? I'm going to step away from the company for a little bit, and meanwhile I'm going to look into this. And then found, okay, there is some validity to it.
But here's the thing, and here's what I keep trying to explain to people. Like, the fact that he had an extramarital affair is not the issue. The fact that he even paid the woman is not the issue. The issue that they're looking into is, did he use company money? Because they are a publicly traded company, and technically, once you're a publicly traded company, you're not just using your money. You know, if the
shareholders' money, yeah.
You know, if this was AEW and this was Tony Khan, it would be no big deal because it's a privately owned company. He's using family money.
Yeah, I mean, it would still be a morally big deal to those who care, but, you know, the Clinton thing showed that most people don't care.
Let's be real here. Rich men, mostly, and even some rich women, have covered up affairs with money for as long as there's been sex and money.
Hey, man, you know, if a woman wanted to give me $1 million to say I didn't do anything with her and she did whatever she wanted to me, I ain't gonna complain.
You know, I mean, you know, forget about Clinton. Let's be honest. you know, JFK's beloved. But you don't think, I guarantee he paid off some women to keep their mouths shut, because he wasn't just with Jackie Kennedy. I guarantee you that. From everything
I don't know about that kind of stuff, but, you know, the point is, people don't really care about adultery or extramarital relations or whatever. They just don't. It's not... Most people, even like me that cares about it, it's like, it's not really my business. But, you know, if you're going to make it my business, then I think it's wrong, you know, but, you know. And that's the thing. Like, I think most people just go, yeah, it doesn't matter to me what they do in their private life.
No, like I said, it's not, you know, the affair is not the issue.
Right.
It's whether he paid her off with company money or not.
Well, and that, like you said, that's the thing is, if he paid her off with personal private money that was his from his bank account,
there's no issue.
Who cares? Like, whoop-de-doo. He can do what he wants with his money.
Yeah.
You know, if he wants to go buy, you know, 17,000 hookers.
Is it morally right?
You know?
Is it morally right? No. You know.
Right. But like you said, like
there's no morality clause in a job, huh?
Well, I mean, there would be if he was working for himself as some, like, you know, like, I guarantee you, if freaking Drew McIntyre did it, he'd be like, look, man, we can't have you doing this as a member of the publicly traded company. You're fired. But, you know.
Well, that kind of did happen to Drew. I mean, that scenario kind of did happen to Drew a little bit, in one sense, because part of what got him fired the first time around was the issues that arose when him and his wife split up. Because his wife was in WWE.
But still, you get my point. Like,
yeah.
If he was one of the talents, he would be firing himself. But he's not one of the talents.
I'm streaming, by the way.
You're streaming?
Yeah, on your favorite platform, YouTube.
YouTube?
So what time you gotta work tomorrow?
I gotta be there around 1.
Aren't you lucky?
It's no real big deal when I get there. I don't think anyone really cares. You know? So yeah, part of why I was later getting on than I was going to was my boss today offered to clock me in even when I'm not at work. Because he is that, like, desperate to try and keep me on board.
Is this something you should be saying on a stream?
Nobody knows who my boss is, so...
Okay, I just wanted to put that out there.
I mean, if people are going to investigate that much, he didn't do it, he offered. So...
I was just putting it out there.
So when I declined, he ended up calling me and talking to me about it and explained some things that I didn't know. But there was a conversation that took a little bit. So. How many hundreds of viewers do you have right now, anyhow?
Smartass.
I'm just curious. I mean, it's gotta be what, 200-300?
I wish.
400?
Okay, you don't need to be a smartass.
Well, you know I have to be, but you know. No, to give you credit, I'm sure people are going to watch it later. So
Yeah, right.
there's probably what, a few dozen that watch them after they're uploaded.
The most views I've ever gotten on a video since I really came back to YouTube was, I think, 7 or 8. That's why part of me. That's why part of me wonders why I do this.
Well, I mean, you're not doing it for the views, or you wouldn't be doing franchise mode for one.
What are you saying? I gotta do Diamond Dynasty if I want views?
Pretty much, like that's. And see, that's the thing that, like, everybody who did the Make Franchise Great Again and all of that, like, they're not wrong. But the problem is... hold on. They weren't wrong. Franchise needs improvements, and it still does. It needs a lot of them. But when you look at the MLB page on the Purple app, because we both know what I'm talking about there, everybody who's watching is watching Diamond Dynasty. Everybody who's streaming that has viewers is doing Diamond Dynasty. I mean, there's occasionally one or two guys that are doing Road to the Show that get a bunch of viewers. That like Crumps or whatever his name was, he usually had a lot of viewers for Road to the Show. But even he would occasionally do Diamond Dynasty stuff. You know, there's the occasional ranked people that are just playing with the MLB teams, like regular online versus other people with the regular teams. Sometimes that gets some views. And on rare occasion, you will have like one or two guys that are doing franchise that will have a couple dozen viewers or so, maybe up to 100. But if you're looking at the guys that have 300 or more in their channel, they're almost always Diamond Dynasty, Diamond Dynasty, Battle Royal Ranked, you know.
I want to stream another playthrough of Detroit Becomes Human again. I love that game.
That would be interesting because you talk about it so much.
Because like there's like 40 some different endings for that game, so it's not like, because there's so many different like paths you can go through to change the story or whatnot. So it's not like you play through it once and you know what I mean?
No.
Here's a story of a man named Trevor Who just hit a fucking home run? No, he didn't.
Mhm.
Thank God.
Went from it's a home run to it's a single, huh?
Pretty much. I didn't see the ribbon at first. Let's go, let's go, let's win this game.
Yeah, win already.
Just win, baby. Ooh. I should text Amish. Can I watch Breaking Bad without you?
Mhm. I'm trying to evolve Stacy Keebler.
Mm.
I need to do enough reversals. I got all the other requirements in. I actually like her moveset on here. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, considering they didn't have much to work with, because she didn't have much of a moveset to really go back and look at. She, and I love her to death, but she never really... She was a great character in the wrestling business. She wasn't a wrestler.
Right.
Whereas
There
Tori...
we go. I just got the reversals I needed. So she'll evolve after this match.
Whereas her BFF, Tori, actually worked hard and became a, I'll say, respectable wrestler. She wasn't great. I don't think she could hang with the females in the WWE today. So there are people that seem to think that Sasha is not automatically going to go to AEW, that she may be exploring other interests like in Hollywood.
Well, wouldn't blame her if she does. And she already has a major franchise that she is part of, so...
Yeah, I said I'm sure you probably saw it, I kind of wish she didn't already have that character in the Star Wars universe. I would have, as much as I love the actress Moses Ingram that's playing the third sister in Kenobi, I would have loved to seen Sasha with that role.
I'm absolutely kicking butt with Stacy right now.
I think Vince, because he emphasized the together thing, was basically saying, please stand by me, like...
Right.
Because he's like, the key word in that opening is together.
Yeah. Or he's just rubbing it in that he was together with someone that he paid $3 million. He's something else, I'll tell you. Like you said, the $3 million isn't the issue. The being with somebody isn't the issue. The issue is, did the $3 million come out of corporate funds or personal? And to be fair, that is a 100% valid concern for the shareholders.
Yeah.
Because that is their money that is in the corporate coffers.
Somehow I knew you were going to pick Mazeroski.
My gosh, that was from today. Like, way earlier today.
I know, just because I didn't respond right away doesn't mean I didn't care. I did respond to you, but I mean, when you said to Mrs. I guess you didn't like my answer, like, geez, give me a chance to...
No, I was talking to Amish about ignoring my answer.
Oh, I thought
Not you. Because I'm pretty sure I had it only at Amish.
I wouldn't choose anybody from today's game because too many people strike out. Like there ain't enough players nowadays that just know how to put the bat on the wall.
Right.
That's why, if you look at my three choices, because I couldn't choose between the three,
yeah,
every one of those guys not only hits for power, but they also hit for average.
Yeah.
Like I think Edgar Martinez is one of the most underrated players of all time. Just because he played DH most of his career doesn't mean he's not a good player.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're not a fan of the DH, but it did.
Well, I never will be. Because to me, it's not baseball. Yeah, I don't care if it's part of the current iteration of baseball or not. To me, it's just not. It's not in the spirit of the original game.
Actually, my buddy said if you told him he had to choose a pirate in that situation, he wouldn't choose Mazeroski. He'd choose Stargell.
I disagree, though.
See, I would choose Clemente.
Yeah, I mean, Clemente's a better option than Sergio. Don't get me wrong, Pops was great, and he is a home run hitter. But history shows that my answer is the right one.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you can say Mazeroski never struck out to end the World Series when he had the opportunity to drive in game-tying runs.
I won.
Yay! Stacy Keeler, Evolution Unlocked. Now, the real question is, do I have any other females that can evolve that aren't evolved?
Time to play the game.
Oh, for a moment there, I thought... For a moment there, I had A-Kid confused with someone else. Ugh. On the picture, he kind of looked like Shayna. The Boogeyman, Booker T.
I'm the boogie dude.
Yeah, no more evolution females. So.